Welcome to Don Carinderia Series Plus. For the whole month of September, I'll be featuring some of my favorite Japanese dishes. And to kick off, I'm gonna start with our pork tonkatsu. We're still under ECQ or MECQ, so we can't go out to eat at our favorite restaurants. So today I was craving for tonkatsu and I can't go to Yabu or Saboten, so I'm gonna recreate one at home. So first thing that I did was to wipe off any excess moisture from our pork chop. And then I'm seasoning it with salt and pepper. Don't forget to season the other side. By the way, just a small trivia, ton is pork in Japanese and katsu or katsuretu is cutlet in English. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna slice the fat off our pork chop. In this case, I retained it, but it's better to trim off the fat, the skin, I mean. But in order for the pork chop not to curl up during frying, cut some slits on the fat, like what I'm doing right now. Tonkatsu is basically breaded pork chop, right? So we're done with our pork preparation. We're gonna work on our breading station. So we have our flour in one container, panko breadcrumbs in another container. In another one, we need to scramble some egg. And sometimes when you fry pork chop and it's breaded, sometimes the breading comes off or gets detached from the meat. We don't want to do that, so to avoid that, add some oil to your scrambled egg. That's a very good tip. What we need to do first is we're going to dredge the pork in flour. Take note that we need to dust off any excess flour from the pork. In other words, you make tak-tak. Next, we're going to dip our pork in our egg. Make sure that everything is coated. Final step, we're going to dredge the pork in panko breadcrumbs. Again, remove excess panko breadcrumbs by shaking it off. Shake it up! Set it aside for a few minutes. Here's how to test if your oil is ready. Put a panko breadcrumb in the oil. If it goes down and floats back up, it is ready. Over medium heat, we're going to fry our pork chop. When placing anything in hot oil, be sure to lay it away from you. I always hear this from Chef Gordon Ramsay. Lay away to avoid accidents. Don't touch the pork for a minute or two. Let it cook. After waiting for 1 to 2 minutes, we're going to flip our pork chop. Let it cook for 1 to 2 minutes again. The secret to achieving that crunchy pork tonkatsu is to double fry the pork. We'll set it aside first. Again, on medium heat, fry your pork chop. Let it cook for 1 minute. Do not touch it. Flip and cook the other side. Set aside your tonkatsu on a wire rack. To make it a balanced diet, we're going to have some veggies. And right now, I'm slicing some cabbage. You can use a grater or a mandolin for this. The key is to slice it thinly and you're good to go. We'll serve this later with Kewpie mayo. Tonkatsu ain't fun without the sauce, right? So we're going to combine some ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, some oyster sauce, and sugar. Sugar, dun 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 dun. Oh, honey, honey. Mix everything together and don't forget to taste it. I remember I have some sesame seeds. I'm toasting it on low heat. I'll add this later to the sauce. Before serving, don't forget to slice your tonkatsu. That crunch is just lovely. Serve your tonkatsu with the sauce, rice, the cabbage salad, and if you know how to make miso soup, that would completely reenact your Saboten experience. This is your perfectly splendid pork tonkatsu. If you enjoyed watching the video, please like and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching and see you next week.